Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Christopher Aaron. This is the iGold Advisor channel. It is time for a silver update. Is gold's little cousin ready to follow it, ready to break out? We're talking about gold that just 2 weeks ago made a new all-time high. Is this the moment for silver to follow? That's what we're going to discuss in this update, so get ready. Make sure to hit the red subscribe button and the bell icon so that you'll be notified when these videos come out on YouTube. And if you would give it a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. It helps out the algorithms here on YouTube. Thank you for that. Last but not least, make sure to follow our free, free Twitter feed at iGlobalGold, now called X, used to be called Twitter. Sometimes I post on there during the middle of the week for free. Okay, let's get into this silver update. Our legal disclaimer. Here it is. Now, silver is attempting right now an absolutely mission critical intermediate term. We're talking multi-year downward trend breakout. And I want to show you exactly what I mean right now. You can pause the videos. Here are all the colors for what you're going to see on the screen. Follow with me here. Since the peak in 2020, we're talking this peak at $30 per ounce. Follow with me. This peak that failed to break out. This peak that failed to break out. Do you notice the trend of lower and lower peaks all failing to resolve higher? Stick with me. This peak, which failed to break out, 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 this peak, which failed to break out. Okay. Can you notice the trend? Clearly, there are sellers in the silver market for whatever reason, and it's all of the reasons. It's mining supply, it's scrap metal supply, it's manipulation attempts, it's everything combined. But whatever the reasons are, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row, 8 attempts that all failed to break this band of resistance. And here we are once again, nominally above it, right? If I was to define the exact level, I would call it $24.80. Now, as this is being recorded, we're getting into Wednesday morning, March 20th. As this is being recorded, silver is trading at $24.95. So technically speaking, it is 15 cents above this trend. However, there is something coming up today that you should know about, and that's why I'm not yet willing to stamp this and say that this is officially broken this important downward trend, because what is coming up today? 2 p.m. Eastern Time, the Federal Reserve, our benevolent central bankers, are having their once per 6 week meeting where they will discuss interest rate policy, how much money they're going to print to mess with the interest rate curve, how much of their bond holdings they're going to allow to run off the balance sheet in order to attempt to contain inflation and so on. So here we are, just nominally above the resistance, yet there is this super volatile event coming up. The 3 to 4 days after Federal Reserve meetings tend to be the 3 to 4 most volatile days of the entire month in the trading markets. So this meeting is coming up. Market is attempting to break out. Let's get rid of that for a second so we can look at the chart here once again. And what I'm saying is that in the 3 to 4 days after this meeting, if silver can hold above this 24.80 level right here, then it in fact should find stability, and then the next significant move higher is on our hands. And that should be taking us roughly back to these peaks here, 29.30. I would expect there to be a little bit of consolidation after that. And then in the highest likelihood, we are going through 30 sometime as we get into the later part of this year into 2025. That's if silver can hold here above 2480. Now, if silver cannot hold, if those guys at the Federal Reserve say A, B, or C and shove the price back below 2480, look over here with me. Look at this red circle. Look at the last time that silver attempted to make a breakout, and notice it held it just for a couple days, and then what? It failed to hold the downtrend break, and boom, right? What happens when silver fails to hold a breakout is it tends to fall several dollars in just a couple of days. So in this instance, silver fell from 25.50 back down to 23 in less than 1 week. Notice this time over here that silver also failed to break out back in early 2021. Notice it flirted with it, it attempted, and then boom, shoved it back below. So it is absolutely critical here after this Federal Reserve meeting that we see silver hold 2480. Now, my best assessment, based on, if you haven't had a chance to watch the last video on gold, make sure you go back to watch it. We expect gold to be retesting its breakout point here over the next several weeks. And so my best assessment is that silver is going to struggle to hold this level once again over the short run, and that they're going to shove it back down like this, all the way back down to the next level of support, which is going to be in here, roughly $22. So this is the downside risk. If 2480 fails here, it's going to move very quickly back into this support region around 22. Now, I want to tell you something. If you own a truck, or if you don't own a truck, if you just have a driver's license, or not even that, if you have a friend who owns a truck, or a friend who can rent a truck, for crying out loud, there is going to be a moment, if in fact we get this red scenario here, I'm not joking, that is a back up the truck moment. So you're going to want to get your hands on some serious cargo power here. If we get this one more chance here at 22, remember what gold is doing right now. Gold is breaking out, new all-time highs, coming back and retesting its breakout point. If the gold retest coincides with silver here falling back to $22, this is absolutely like a once per 5 year back up the truck moment. And buy as much silver as you can and as much silver miners and leveraged silver products as you possibly can into this final low. If we get this opportunity, because then think about what's going to be happening. Gold is going to be retesting its breakout point. Silver will find support here at this longer term rising support band, which also matches nicely with these lows over the last year. So this will be a fairly powerful support level here. You back up the truck because when gold successfully does that retest, then silver should be off to the races. So really it's a question of, can silver hold 2480 now after the Fed meeting, or does it need to fall one more time back here to the low 20s? We get the back up the truck moment and we power our way higher. This is scenario A and scenario B for silver. I always say, do not have a crystal ball. I let the market tell me. There are key levels here to be monitoring where the market will tell us which way it is getting ready to go. If you like the type of analysis that you're seeing here, you should know that we cover silver not just once every 3 or 4 weeks like we do here on YouTube, but every single week in our premium service called Precious Metals Intelligence Plus. And our premium members will be the first ones to know whether or not silver has held this breakout or whether we're getting ready for the final back up the truck moment. If you'd like to join us, check out Precious Metals Intelligence Plus on the homepage. Not only do we cover physical silver, but also physical gold. Also, the exact open market buy and sell signals for silver mining companies that we are using right here. We already own a basket of 8 different companies, and we'll be buying 2 more on that back up the truck moment. That goes out to our premium subscribers only. If you would like to take your investing career in the precious metals complex to the next level, you have to understand the power of private placements. And our next private placement should be coming up here within the next 2 weeks. And it will be with a silver mining company. And if we get that back up the truck moment, this could really be the last time to get into one of these juicy silver-related private placements. Remember, the difference between the private placements and our flagship service here is that in the private placements, you get even more upside leverage because you get free warrants with every single investment that you make. You do not get those when you buy the companies in the open market, unfortunately. That's just how it works. You have to be able to commit a higher level on each investment, and then they give you the warrants for free. So make sure to check that out. You also get a free subscription to Precious Metals Intelligence Plus if you choose to join us in the elite service. If you would like to sit down and discuss your silver investment strategy with me, Christopher Aaron, you can book a consultation on the website. We sit down for 30 or 60 minutes and we discuss your situation and exactly what I would do if I was in your situation from an independent research perspective, from someone who does not sell the metals. And frankly, I don't care if you buy or sell. I just try to look out for the best interests of the individuals that I work with. So let's watch that level, $24.80. Right now, as I'm speaking, it's already fallen back by about 5 cents. We're at $24.89. So you can clearly see that silver is flirting with this level. It looks like it's all going to come down to what happens after the Federal Reserve meeting and for the next 3 or 4 days following the Fed meeting. Premium subscribers, we will have more analysis on the Fed meeting coming out Thursday morning. Thank you.